Hello everybody, welcome to episode 3 of Worldwide Geocaching Podcast here on My Podcast Radio. I'm your host, Hiker James 52.
And Crazy Critter 66.
And we're here to talk about geocaching.
Yee!
Now, we did some geocaching this week to kind of catch up on some things that we couldn't find last week. And I'm telling you, if you're going to be punished, go geocaching. And we had a good time though. We went to a town called Ave Maria, and that's up north of us there, northeast of us here in Naples. And there was 4 geocaches in that area, or it was a community. And then when there's 2, one we couldn't find, and the other one we couldn't find a place to pull over to get it.
Right.
Yeah. So we only got one. The other one was lost. It was marked MIA, or
It was missing in action.
Yeah, they said that. I think they're going to pull that one out. But anyway, we only got one that day, and so what we did, we found, about 5 or 6 miles farther east, there was a power run that we did. I think we talked about that last week.
We did.
Yeah, 15 power runs, and we couldn't find number 11.
Well, we got 14 of them, but we had to go back for the 15th one.
And we went back twice that day. And so when we got home, we logged it that it was not there. We went back 3 times. We went to it 3 times, and it was not there. So what we did, we put a watch on it. And so I guess when the owner seen that both of us couldn't find it for the 3rd time, they went out and checked on it, and it had fell. Well, there's a guardrail. The whole line of them was a guardrail, 1.5 miles long. And the post where it was placed, it fell off. Now, I don't understand how that happened, because it was magnetic and it was really tight.
Maybe somebody tried to stick it on the non-magnetic side without thinking, and it fell.
Yeah, but it fell inside the post. Metal. It was a steel post with rubber padding where the guardrail connects to it, and there was holes in it, 2 holes on top and the bottom, and apparently it got down into that. So they went out and they found it and said that they replaced it and it's all ready to go. So then I seen 3 other people had found it since then.
So we had to go back.
Yeah, we did. We went back, and so what we did too, we went to Ave Maria first, because it was those 2 that we wanted to find there. Since we was up that way, we'd go get them all. And the first one was a mess. I mean, it was kind of sprinkling rain. Every once in a while, you feel a little drip of water, almost like a spray bottle drip. It's very small.
Refreshing.
Yeah. So this thing was, we got the GZ, and we're looking for a place to pull over. Now, we drove, and then we drove some more, and we found a little park on the side. So we pulled into that park and decided, while we're here, we go to the bathroom before we headed down that way. So we went to the bathroom that was a little bit farther from where we parked there. And when we come out, I set it up on my phone to get this geocache, and it said we was 1.0 mile. Well, yeah, it's 1 mile. That's nothing. We've walked over a mile in 8 inches of snow to find a geocache.
Yeah, and 30-degree below weather.
Yeah, it was pretty cold there. It was probably about, 15 degrees and about another 15-mile-an-hour wind.
Oh, what a geocacher will do.
Yeah. So what we did, we headed out, and we got maybe, 3/10 of a mile,
Mm-hmm.
and it started raining a little bit harder. And we got a half a mile from it, and it started raining harder. And there was like a walking lane where people ride their golf carts and things that was asphalt,
A sidewalk path.
kind of sidewalk path wide enough for two golf carts to pass on. Well, I tell you, long story short, when we got to it, we were soaked, and we both had on insulated shirts, winter type shirts, because it was pretty chilly that day. Well, that was Saturday, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And so I had a ball cap on. Tina didn't have nothing on her head. I think I got more wet than she did on my shoulders because it was running down my cap, and it was on her. It was just running down her back.
My jacket was a lot wetter than yours, though. And it was cold.
So we survived. We got there and walked right up to it. It was right there.
Oh, it was awesome. I'm glad we found it after a mile walk in the rain.
So now we're trying to figure out how to sign the log without getting it soaked.
Not an easy task.
No. So then we went ahead and put it back. So, well, we're ready to go back to the car and go get that other one that we couldn't find and searched for. So on the way back, we found out that we was walking with the wind all the way down there. Now we're walking against the wind. Cold wind. I don't think it got over, 63 that day?
No.
Yeah. And the rain and rain and rain.
And it rained until we got back to the car.
Yeah, it did. And my boots started leaking a little bit. But anyway, it was cold. And we finally made it back to the car. Yeah, like Tina says, what a geocacher would do to find a cache.
Now, what did I hear halfway back? He looks at me and says, "How did you talk me into this?" Well, let me tell you. I looked at him and said, "You know what? It's a mile. We can do it." I didn't hear any disagreement from him, so off we went.
Well, I know I said we can do it too. Yeah.
See? No disagreement.
We can do it. And I was saying that on the way back because I was ready to give up. But what would we do if we gave up? We'd still have to go back to the car.
So true.
And there's no shelter, no...
Oh, there was nothing.
The trees didn't have any leaves on them. There was no place to sit and rest for a minute. I mean, it's either drowned or go on.
Yeah, I definitely looked like a drowned rat when I got back to the car.
So, wow, that was something else. So we get to the car and set up the next cache. It's on the north side of Ave Maria. And so we drove up there, and we get out of the car, and it's still raining. Well, we took I took my hat off, and we both took our jackets off because they was soaked. And I throwed my jacket over the headrest in the back seat of the car, so it would kind of like, it maybe kind of dry out a little bit. And I laid my hat on the seat, and we get out, and Tina says she knows where it was at.
I knew where it was.
My GPS said we was 2 feet from it, but she was like 8 feet over from the side of. Last time we was there, it said we was 2 feet from it.
Mm-hmm. It did. It did. But I read the little thing where it talked about how it was grassy and trashy.
Mm-hmm.
So by that hint alone, I knew where they were talking about.
Yeah, they. So she started looking around over there, and I got into the. It says look in the grass, and I don't call that grass. I call them bushes.
They were some kind of plant, but it does kind of look like long grass. So I could see why he said in the grass.
I gotta get used to the names down here in Florida. They call weeds grass, and they call
Sand, dirt.
sand dirt. Where I come from, dirt don't look like that.
No, we don't look like you live on a beach.
No. But she wanted to take us 3 minutes maybe,
About that.
and she found it. Well, I seen it from where I was at.
I was looking under it.
Yeah, and I was looking through from the other side. We was both on the different side of the bushes or grass.
Yeah, grass.
And so we found it pretty quick, signed it, and we got out of there. Then we went ahead and drove that other 6 miles to the guardrail and pulled off the road, and it said we was 75 feet from it. Walked up to it, said we was 6 feet from it.
Mm-hmm.
And about the time it said 6 feet from it, I spotted it.
Yep.
And it was the same kind of cache as all the rest of them, except for that one. There was two. Yeah, one.
One that was different.
It was homemade.
It was really neat.
The guy made it on a 3D printer, which is odd because that's weird that you can do that. So if we got that, well, we missed something. After we got that one in the weeds, in the grass, in the bushes, whatever you want to call it, we started back out at Ave Maria. And when we got down to where we parked the car to go walk that mile, it wasn't raining no more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's the first thing caught my attention.
Well, I just knew we walked 2 miles.
Yeah, we walked 2 miles in pouring rain for that geocache. But when we came back, after the next one, it wasn't raining no more.
Of course.
Wow. So then when we got the... Well, we drove, 38 miles maybe?
Something like that, yeah.
One way.
One way.
Just to get 3 caches. Because we got all the rest of them last week.
Well, you know why we had to go get that guardrail?
Yeah,
When you've got a guardrail and you've got 15 caches on it and you only get 14 of them, and you're looking at the little map and you got all these nice little yellow smileys and then this one blue smiley, that's just not right. You got to go back and get that one cache.
That's a frowny.
Yeah, I'm sorry, the frowny. You don't want that one frowny in the middle of 14 smileys.
Well, when all the geocaches were the same on every one of them, in the same place in every one of them. And then one we looked for 3 times before we left.
Yeah. I wonder if that little lizard knocked it off into the hole, because that lizard was living in there.
Yeah, the lizards, they get a little carried away sometimes. So
A little bit.
that's something noted that's more scared of us than we are of them.
Yeah, but when all you see is this little bitty thing coming out of the hole and you're not sure if it's a lizard or a little snake, you don't want to stick your finger in there to find out.
I
don't like snakes, I'm sorry.
I stuck my hand in a hole at one time. I think we talked about that last time, first episode or second one, where they had the Tupperware camouflaged with snake skin duct tape.
Okay, you know what? There's still certain things I'm not going to do as a geocacher, and that's one of them. Stick my
It had
hand
to
in
be a
hole that I can't
geocache. It couldn't
see.
have been a snake because that's where the geocache was supposed to be. So,
But it doesn't mean a snake couldn't have been in there with it.
I was a little worried about it.
So, yeah, because you really got to make sure you're down in there to see what's in there before you just stick your hand in something.
Yep. So anyway, we got our the 3 that we missed up there the week before, and then when we got started back, I guess we got maybe 5 miles down the road coming back home. It started raining again.
Oh, yeah, it rained almost all day that day.
Yeah. So it's too bad that it didn't quit raining when we was walking down there to get that one geocache. But you never know down here. You never know when it's going to rain, when it's going to quit.
Oh, honey, it's like this. Rain don't hurt you. We're not sugar. We're not going to melt.
I know, but it was cold.
Well, it was that.
And you'd think coming from the north that it wouldn't bother you, but we've been down here 4 years now, and it bothers you when it gets down in the 60s.
Well, when you're soaking wet and the wind's blowing, it does tend to get a little cold.
People up north wearing short sleeve shirts when it's 60 degrees.
I did too. That's what's funny. I did too. I wore short sleeves.
Yeah.
It's just a different kind of air here, different humidity. I mean, it's always wet.
Oh, yeah. So, now, anyway, we need some stories. We need somebody to call us or send us an email or get a hold of us on Facebook. And we got to have some stories to tell, because, I mean, we could tell our stories every week, but I know people would probably want to hear somebody else's stories.
Oh, I'm sure other people's got interesting stories to tell if they would just call and tell them.
Yeah. So there's a couple ways to do that. You can either call us. Phone number 239-285-1574. Or you can email us to mypodcastradio2018 at gmail.com. Or you can send a message to the My Podcast Radio page on Facebook, which is www.facebook.com/mypodcastradio. That's a simple one. Another way that you can do this is send one to Facebook page, my personal Facebook page, and that is www.facebook.com/worldwide geocaching. You can leave a message on that. PM me, leave a message, leave a post, whatever way you want to get a hold of us. Send an email or call us on the phone.
No excuses. You have plenty of ways to contact.
That's right. And you don't have to just if you want to be on the show, if you want to talk on the show, we have a way of doing that too. It's pre-recorded. No problems with messing anything up because we can edit it. But you give us a call if you want to talk on the show. Give us a call by phone, and we'll give you the information how you can do that and set up a time and a day to where you're available. And so anyway, that's all there is about our geocaching trip. We've got one fellow that wants to learn how to geocache. He doesn't even have a geocaching name or anything. He does nothing about it.
Oh, Casey, yeah.
So we're going to try to get with him and where he gets time, and try to take him out there and show him a little bit of it and see what he thinks.
I think if he brings his daughter with him, she's 7. I think she'll enjoy it.
Oh yeah, she likes phones already.
Oh yeah.
Well, I was going to talk a little bit about Trackables too. So we got about 10 minutes or so left here. A trackable, if you want to know how to set up trackables and set them out there and see how far they go, one of the things that you look for is go to geocaching.com/help/index.php. Okay, I just read it to you. I'll probably post that on here somewhere where you can get to it. But anyway, if you want to buy and activate a trackable, you have to purchase the trackable from Geocaching or one of the retail partners, which is a lot of different places online where you can buy these from. First thing you got to do is enter the tracking code on the trackable page and select the search icon. Then you enter your activation code and select activate your trackable. On the trackable detail page, enter a name for your trackable, mission, and description. Then you select if you want to make your trackable collectible. Now, if you make it collectible, anybody can take it. I mean, it's anybody can pull it and put it in their collection. So I suggest do not make it trackable, collectible.
Yeah, because then they, like you said, they can take it and they can put it in their collection and never have to put it out anywhere else again.
Right. All they have to do is grab the trackable, whatever you got it on and everything, and just log it as a collectible, and you lost it.
Yep.
As far as it going anywhere else. Then you select the edit trackables details. Select the date and location where you activate your trackable, and then select complete activation. Then you can drop your trackable into a cache and track its progress on the trackable details page, or keep it at home in your collection. You don't have to send it out there, but you can log it as you go finding geocaches. If you've got it in your inventory, you don't have to put it out there at all. And every time you go to a cache, you logged it. That trackable visited that log, and it'll add miles up also. You want to activate all of them. If you know every trackable that you get, you want to log it into your name before you send it out anywhere.
Right.
Because anybody else can grab it, and if they see it's not been activated, they can activate it themselves, and you lose it that way too. And it tells you how to recover an activation code if you, it's, which is usually on the original package for the tracking code, activation code. And if you lose that, you can. There's other ways, the tracking number and all that. I'm not going to get into all that today, but if you go, like it says, you go to trackable page, to start. That's what you got to do to start with. After you get that trackable in your hands, after you buy it, you're going to activate it. When you go to the trackable, that's be on geocaching.com/track. There is a search by name, or search by trackable code or name, and you can put your code in there and search for it, and it'll tell you that it's not activated, and then it'll ask you, do you want to activate it? And that's where you start out at. So it's pretty simple. There's also over on the left-hand side of that page, there's down at the bottom, there's useful links, and one of them is activate a trackable, and that one there you go. That would be better. Enter your tracking number, enter your activation code. Now don't lose either one of them numbers, because they'll come in real handy later on if you need them. That's pretty simple, Well, when I went to this page, it says, Hiker James 52, congratulations on your trackable purchase. There's only 3 simple steps to activate your trackable. First, you need to enter your item's tracking number and activation code. The tracking number is the number stamped on your coin or dog tag. So that's. I gotta get off this page before I can't put nothing in there to show you what it does next, because I don't have a new tracking number for anything. All the ones that I've got's already activated. So what do you think? They're fun. You can watch them travel all around the world. If you set a goal to go around the world, chances are it won't.
I don't know. I had one that did.
Yeah.
I did. I had one that I put out in memory of my Uncle Bill.
And that was 4 years ago.
4 years ago, and its current goal was to travel the world, but I really wanted it to go to Nova Scotia. Took it a year, but it made it to Nova Scotia. And right now it's in France, so it's traveled quite a ways. And I've definitely enjoyed watching it go to see how far it'll go. So, sometimes they do. It seems like the ones that are in memory of go farther than any of the other ones do for some reason.
What was funny about that, you wanted to go northeast to Nova Scotia, and it went southwest to Hawaii.
It went that way too.
Yeah, at first.
Yeah, it did. And then it made it to Nova Scotia, which made me happy. But it's been in Germany and France, and, you name it. It's been over there. So I've enjoyed watching it.
Something else is fun. If you like to do this stuff on your computer, Download Google Earth Pro. It's free. If you got a Google account, you're all set up. You know, all you got to do is sign in with your Google account. And the Google Earth Pro. And on there, you can set it up for geocaches. And then when you type in the geocache, the world kind of starts circling around and comes in closer, and it shows you all the lines from everywhere it went. It just looks like, you know, like if it's moved 110 times, you have a little 110 little signs on there that tells you that that's where it was at 97th stop and
Right.
14th stop. And it looks like a fly crawling around on a piece of cheese. You know?
It does.
So, anyway, that's fun. I like to watch it on there. You got anything else you want to bring up?
I can't think of anything. I think we covered just about everything there was for today.
All right.
But I do want to say hi, Paul. Hope
Hey.
I was chatty enough for you today.
Paul, Pilot Suggs.
Awesome guy.
Yeah, he's up from over in the United Kingdom. And I think he was the first one that I found on
I believe
Facebook.
so.
He had a page going, a group page. You remember the name of that?
Oh, goodness, no, I really don't.
That's been
A while. My memory's
7?
not that great.
7 years ago.
Oh, has it been that long?
Oh yeah,
Wow, see, my memory's not that good
4
anymore.
here and 3 up there. And
Okay.
yeah, it's been 7 years since he had that page, and I don't think it's going anymore. But I met him on there. I went and signed up for it. I think I was the first or second person that signed up for that group page.
May have been.
And we got along really good. I mean, we still do. We're good friends.
Yeah, he's really awesome.
Long distance friends, man. We gotta get him somehow. We're gonna get him on this show, but I think we're gonna have to do it over Skype, and we're just gonna have to record it over Skype and go from there. But I can't do that until I set up my recording thing. I can't record no more than 15 minutes on it right now, and it'll shut off. So I have to upgrade that to where I can get unlimited recordings on it. Then I'm going to get a hold of him and see if he wants to talk about geocaching, because he was really into it a lot now, and he's in running, jogging, riding bikes and stuff for charity.
He's a busy, busy man right now.
Yeah, maybe we can we talk a little bit about that too while we got him on there. But yeah, he ran, walked, and rode 10,000 miles
Right.
last year in 365 days. And yeah, that's a little over the length of a marathon every day that he ran. But he made it. You know, I think he come out, what, 3 weeks early?
He did.
He done
I
it.
think so.
Yeah, he done it. You know, so we're gonna get him on here, because if anybody knows about geocaching, it is him. And you talk to somebody from another country, and it's totally, you know, it's not the same over there as it is here. It's the same, but it's not. You know what I mean? They got different places that they go, you know, and that what we do. Yeah, no.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, you had a cache, you go find it, you know?
Geocaching here is different than geocaching in Arizona.
Okay,
Because we're down here, it's swampy and bushy, and Arizona, it's rocks and,
okay,
you know,
yeah.
so that's what I'm talking about.
Different type of environment,
Yeah.
landscaping.
That's what I say. Over there, it's the same thing. It's different. So, we'll get him on here. Yeah.
Come on, Paul. You know you love us enough.
Yeah.
Call in and talk to us.
Yeah, we'll get you on Skype there, buddy. I done told him that I had my Skype set back up, but I'm waiting for that upgrade. So, hey, it's been fun for us. I don't know. I hope it's been fun for you, but don't forget, send us some stories.
Anybody, we don't care who, just tell us what kind of fun you have geocaching.
Send us questions,
Right.
comments, you know, anything to let us know that somebody's out there listening.
If you need to know something, there you go. You got all kinds of information on where to call or write or whatever.
Yep, so we're going to end it, and we hope everybody enjoyed it. If not, we'll just do a better one next week. So
We'll try.
I want to get some good ones and throw them in there. Until next week, same time, same place. Keep
Cash on.
Cash on.
Later.
Later, Gator.